Okay, so I was gonna wait about this painting I did, and I painted it last year. And what I did was um, first it was a skinny tree. It only had like let me see if my microphone will fit. Yeah. Okay, so it only had just one skinny branch. X marks the spot. It was a full moon that night, and I put three windows in here. Let me show you. But they were in the open, right? And what happened was, as I'm painting it, I'm getting messages about a peeping Tom. And I'm thinking the guy that was here, his mother and father had a peeping Tom. I want to show you something. So, I don't know if you can see, there are windows in there. There's windows in the artwork. Let me go on this side. And no one can see the windows unless it's up against light. So if you hang it near a window, it will show it. It will reflect the windows. There's windows in here. So I'm thinking it was the guy's parents' house, right? Because this is a wash down here, like water, and then has all these trees. I'm going to pull it up closer so you can see. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get this out from the top. And so I give it to the guy. He's here. He is here dating my daughter. And this is when they first got to know each other. And it's her baby daddy's friend. They actually grew up together. And um he was here drinking. We're all having a party. I'm going to pull it up closer so you can see the windows. I don't know if you can see them. But if it sits a certain way, you can see it, or in the light. Right, so let me pull it down here. Let me see. So there's a window there, and there's another window over here in the trees, and then I put another one down here. There's another one right here. It's another window. So if you put it in the window, you can see them, and you can kind of see them now too. So what happened was I kept coming back and asking him questions, and he said that his parents had put in a camera system in their home. I don't know why he didn't say anything or why. I'm sorry, let me fix this piece here. It slid all the way down. And so um, I gave it to him just like skinny. Right? So um, he gives it back to me. He goes, "That's a waste of canvas. Why don't you fix it?" So it took me another couple more weeks to fix it. And what happened was, I teach my daughter, if you're having issues in a relationship that you're building or whatever, to try to figure things out first on her own. Because, I want her to make her own decisions. So I, I'm getting it completed. I'm working on it every day. And this is a water wash, and they say not to do that because it breaks it down, but at the time I didn't know. So, and I just kept working on it, right? It was just like really drawing me to it. So, a couple months pass, and my daughter starts telling me that the guy I made that painting for, and the one she's, you know, they're only friends, but they're not dating really, because she wasn't really interested in him. This was right after Elias turned a year old, I believe. No, it was before that. He was just a baby still. And so I she kept telling me that he's asking her questions. He would tell her, well, she would have private conversations with me, right, at her desk, and then she'd be on the phone with her friend and she would be talking about things. Well, a couple things happened and he came back and said to her, hey, and he would say what she was speaking to others. So I was flabbergasted. He lived right above us and he put listening devices in our house. And anytime she spoke in her bedroom or at her desk, he would be asking her questions. Anytime we left, we've had stolen things out of our house. He always knew we weren't home. We never had any thieving problems in the past. He always seemed to know we had trash on the back porch. And so, I told my daughter, how does he know we have trash? And she's like, yeah, I've been trying to tell you is that when I'm having private conversations with you or my friend on the phone, I'm getting a phone call or a text message from him. So this represents the hidden windows. X marks the spot. He lived right above us. It's like this, right? And then the moon. So it was a full moon. He was the peeping Tom, the guy that lived upstairs. And I've made comments in the house that when we get moved, I'm going to post this, but Father keeps pushing me to do it now. So through my artwork, sometimes when I drink, even without alcohol, I can paint scenarios. There's a lot of different paintings I have painted, and I know they're for somebody. I mean, I did a ham sandwich for Pete's sakes, and I put a certain Psalms on it, and then I donated it. Everyone who picks up those paintings is for somebody. So that's what I do on a regular basis. But I'm gonna start doing this again, and I'm gonna work on this barn here. But I have plain canvas, and I'm gonna start creating pieces. So let's say somebody out there, if you're thinking about something, I'm gonna put it on canvas for you. I need you to let me know who it is, and I'll send it to you. And that's what I do. Um, I've had people, I've created things, and then I've met someone, and I give it to them because it's right up their alley. I mean, I'm like, I just created that piece, and I'll give it to them. I've given away more artwork. When I was in Canada, I did art therapy, and I didn't think I was going to go back because I was not creative at all. I was raised to work, and that's it. So what I was doing was analyzing other artwork in the room, but she couldn't tell me yes or no, but she did tell me if she ever had community art, that she would invite me, and I can tell the people about their lives. It's just something I have. I don't know how to explain it. Um, but I had a strong, I was listening to one of my friends. She has her own channel, and I kept hearing X marks the spot. So this is the time to share what I did here. And I've also assigned it a specific color. So I get when I create pieces to sign my pieces, it's either print or cursive, and they give me the colors to do it with. It means something to whoever is going to pick up my painting. But if anyone's interested in buying this piece, please send me a message through my email, and I'll send it to you. This one I don't want to give away because it means something. And someone's going to want this piece. It's going to mean something to them. But it's one of my favorites because we didn't even know the person. And he was the peeping Tom, the guy that lived upstairs. He doesn't live here anymore. He transferred to another property. But we had got wind not to trust him. And he wants to be that good old boy. So he is a, what do you call him? He's a form of narcissistic, but he's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because he's spying on so many people. I don't even know how he keeps track. I really don't. And the really sad part is by him doing that, in the scriptures it clearly states you should never eavesdrop on anyone's conversation because it can be hurtful. Not only that, but he's not building his own personality. So I don't know how long he's been doing it, but for someone who continuously spies on others, has no self-confidence, and they have a lot of issues. And the thing is that if you're watching all these people and trying to bend yourself to all these different human form people, eventually that person's going to lose their mind. Plain and simple. And they're not building their own character, they're building off others because they want to be that good old boy. Yeah, he's so helpful and handy, you know. He's going to know things that you wouldn't know normally. Um, Very intrusive. You start having things stolen at your house, and things like that. Um, and then, um, and then I created the eye last summer, and I didn't even mean to. That was a complete accident, on that picture. But um, and then I made that eye brown because I live in the desert, right? So this one here, I had created all this here, and this is what it was just open, and just something kept telling me put an eye there. So I put a brown eye, and it's my first eye ever. Um, but I'll probably make a new one, you know, sometime down the road. But because of my abilities, it was important for me to have one of these. And then, but this is um, another one of my pieces. But I wanted to say, um, throughout my videos, I know you guys can see there's, you know, she's got something. But I don't like to call them gifts because everybody has them. I think I just have a lot of common sense, and plus, you know, I can see. I can't hide that. I just know things, and that's it's just been my life. Always at right place, right time, or I get senses, like I get feelings about things. But there's a whole lot involved. But I really felt the need to share this about that picture, and it is one of my favorite pieces. So we'll leave you with that. If anybody's interested in buying this, just give me a price. It doesn't matter. And if, you, if I have to mail it, you'll have to pay the shipping fee. All right. Peace. Have a good day. Bye for now.